Jai Sai Ram, Sri Sai Satcharitra, chapter 24, part 2, Sudama's story. When the above story was being narrated, Hemabant was reminded of similar story of Sudama, which illustrates the same principle, and therefore it is given here. Sri Krishna and his elder brother Balrama were living with a co-student named Sudama in the ashram of their guru Santipani. Once Krishna and Balrama were sent to the forest for bringing fuel. Then the wife of Santipani sent also Sudama for the same purpose with some quantity of grams for the three. When Krishna met Sudama in the forest, he said to him, Dada, I want water as I am very thirsty. Sudama replied, No, water should be drunk on an empty stomach, so it is better to rest a while. He did not say that he had got grams with him and that he should take some. As Krishna was tired, he lay down for rest on the lap of Sudama and was snoring. Seeing this, Sudama took out the grams and began to eat. Then Krishna suddenly asked him, Dada, what are you eating? Whence is the sound? He replied, What is there to eat? I am shivering with cold and my teeth are chattering. I cannot even repeat distinctly Vishnu Sahasranama. Hearing this, Jai Sai Ram, Sri Sai Satcharitra, chapter 24, part 2, Sudama's story. When the above story was being narrated, Hemabant was reminded of similar story of Sudama, which illustrates the same principle, and therefore it is given here. Sri Krishna and his elder brother Balrama were living in the ashram of their guru Santipani with a co-student named Sudama. Once Krishna and Balarama were sent to the forest for bringing fuel. Then the wife of Santipani sent also Sudama for the same purpose with some quantity of grams for the three. When Krishna met Sudama in the forest, he said to him, Dada, I want water as I am thirsty. Sudama replied, No, water should be drunk on an empty stomach, so it is better to take rest for a while. He did not say that he had got grams for all the three with him and he can take some. As Krishna was tired, he lay down for rest on the lap of Sudama and was snoring. Seeing this, Sudama took out the grams and began to eat. Then Krishna suddenly asked him, Dada, what are you eating? Whence is the sound? Sudama replied, What is there to eat? I am shivering with cold and my teeth are chattering. I cannot even repeat distinctly Vishnu Sahasranam. Hearing this, the omniscient Krishna said, I just dreamt a dream in which I saw a man eating things of another. And when asked about this, he said, What earth or dust should he eat? Meaning, thereby he had nothing to eat. The other man said, Let it be so. Dada, this is only a dream. I know that you won't eat anything without me. Under the influence of the dream, I asked you what you are eating. If Sudama had known a bit of the omniscient Sri Krishna and his Leelas, he would not have acted as he did. Therefore, he had to suffer for what he did. Though he was the chum of Krishna, he had to pass his later life in utter poverty. But when he later offered Krishna a handful of parched rice earned by his wife with her own labor, Krishna was pleased and gave him a golden city to enjoy. This story should be remembered by those who have the habit of eating things alone without partaking them with others. The Shruti also emphasizes this lesson and asks us to offer things before first to God and then enjoy them after they are renounced by Him. Baba also has taught us the same lesson in his inimitable and humorous way. Anna Sinsanikar and Mavisi Bayi. Hemamant now describes another witty incident in which Baba played a peacemaker's part. There was one devotee by name Damodar Ghanshyam Babre, alias Anna Sinsanikar. He was simple, rough and straightforward. He cared for nobody, always spoke plainly and carried all dealings in cash. Though he looked outwardly harsh and uncompromising, he was a good-natured, guileless. So, Sai Baba loved him. One day, like others serving Baba in their own way, the Anna was on one noon, standing prone and was shampooing the left arm of Baba, which rested on the katra, the railing. On the right side, one old widow named Venubai Kaujolki, whom Baba called mother, and all other Mavsi Bayi, was serving Baba in her own way. This Mavsi Bayi was an elderly woman of pure heart. She clasped the fingers of both her hands around the trunk of Baba and was at this time kneading Baba's abdomen. She did this so forcibly that Baba's back and abdomen became flat, and Baba moved from side to side. Anna on the other side was steady, but Mavisi Bai's face moved up and down with her strokes. Yet once it so happened that her face came very close to Anna. Being of a witty disposition, she remarked, "Oh, this Anna is a lewd fellow. He wants to kiss me. Even being so old with grey hair, he feels no shame in kissing me." These words enraged Anna, and he pulled up his sleeves and said, "You say that I am an old fellow, and am I quite a fool? It is you that have picked up quarrel and are quarrelling with me." All the persons present there were enjoying this encounter between them. Baba, who loved both of them equally and wanted to pacify them, managed the affair very skillfully. Lovingly he said, "Oh Anna, why are you so unnecessarily raising this hue and cry? I don't understand what harm or impropriety is there when the mother is kissed." Hearing these words of Baba, both of them were satisfied, and all the persons laughed merrily and enjoyed Baba's wit to their heart's content. Baba's characteristics, his dependency on bhaktas. Baba allowed his devotees to serve him in their own way and did not like any other persons interfering in this. To quote an instance, the same Mavsi Bai was on another occasion kneading Baba's abdomen. Seeing the fury and force used by her, all the other devotees felt nervous and anxious. They said, "Oh mother, be more considerate and moderate. Otherwise, you will break Baba's arteries and nerves." At this, Baba got up at once from the seat, dashed his satka on the ground. He got enraged and his eyes became red like a live charcoal. None dared to stand before Baba. Then he took hold of one end of the satka with both hands and pressed it in the hollow of his abdomen. The other end he fixed at the post and began to press his abdomen against it. The satka, which was about 2 or 3 feet in length, seemed all to go into the abdomen, and the people feared that the abdomen would be ruptured in a short time. The post was fixed and immovable, and Baba began to go closer and closer to it and clasp the post firmly. Every moment the rupture was expected, and they were all dismayed and did not know what to do, and stood dumb with wonder and fear. Baba suffered this ordeal for the sake of his bhakta. The other devotees wanted only to give a hint to Mavsi Bai to be moderate in her service and not cause any trouble to Baba. This they did with good intention, but Baba did not brook even this. They were surprised to see that their well-intentioned effort had resulted in this catastrophe, and they could do nothing but to wait and see. Fortunately, Baba's rage soon cooled down. He left the satka and resumed his seat from this time onward. From his seat. From this time onward, the devotees took the lesson that they should not meddle with anybody's, but allow them to serve Baba as he chooses, and as he was capable of gauge the merits and worth of the service rendered unto him. Bow to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. Jai Sai Ram.